Hello, this is an AYD League game where white won by resignation, killing the dragon on the left side. There were several moments in the game where black could save that group, but somehow he got trapped. So let's check it out. So we have a diagonal Fuseki. It's obviously this is going to be a fighting game. Black attacks very well, white plays proper. Black now extends for a base. Here black can consider other moves. It's nothing wrong with m3, but in order to be more active, black can attack the top left corner or play on the right side like r14 or even go all the way to r10, r9. And well, this will lead to a different type of game. Anyway, basic stuff. Now, white can choose the Sansan invasion on the left side, Sansan invasion in the top right, or Kakari like it happened in the game. This r14 is actually a very good direction to play. So black defends. The extension at R10, it's a bit questionable. It's not a bad move, but it tends to be a little bit slow. In general, white continues R16. Back in the day was always the slide and then extend back to R11. Nowadays is the attach and Hane under. So this kind of Joseki, it's actually pretty good for white, either like this or a one space jump. So in this case, white doesn't have to go R10 anymore. And it kind of settles the corner situation too. And later on it's good to come all the way to m17. So in the future it's good to consider r16. Also another option is to ignore completely, so attack the left side like this or Sansan invasion. Now r10 and black it's center. Black got the big point too. This is very common to play c6 and prevent the Sansan invasion, but black would go for the left side like this, setting up a moil. Then white will come inside the bottom, and again we have a different kind of Fuseki. Totally different game. Now playing m17, it's kind of a thank you move. Black it's always happy to go down to s16. This is an ideal formation for black. So it's not really necessary to force it. It's better for white to play the slide. And now if black defends in the corner, which is quite normal, white extends back to q12, and this forms an ideal shape for white. This is very important to prevent the r12 invasion. Now having this formation on the board, for black is very proper to play L17. If black plays other moves, let's say black plays another move to reinforce the lower left corner, now white comes all the way to M17 and there is more pressure on black. So black usually plays S17 here. If black ignores again, white is very happy to push at S17 and scoop out the base in the corner. Many times we have this kind of follow-up, and now black is on the run. So playing this M17, when black goes down to S16, the corner is settled, and white still has an invasion point at R12 and some invasion or pincer in the top. So it's difficult to defend both places. If white jumps out here, black will pincer the top. If white defends the top, black can extend the right side. So actually playing M17, it helps black more than white. Interesting move, this G16. Not necessarily the best locally because it doesn't really help the corner and it still leaves some invasion point. It's a bit loose. If white really wants to do something in the top left corner with the Sansan, the proper Shimari, it's F16 or D14. Anyway, it's going to leave an invasion, but it only leaves space for an invasion in this area. It kind of locks the left. So playing like this, it leaves two invasion points. Black can jump inside at E17, but black can also jump in the top, K17 or J17. Which actually he does, yeah, J17. Now here, before attacking this stone, white can think about O18 to see how black reacts, to see whether black will pull back or block with a Hane or cut the stone. So if Hane, white has another forcing move at O16. So these two forcing moves make sure that J17 is not going to connect to the right. And then attack with a cap move or an attach. And the fight is much easier for white having all those stones. It's 4 stones only in this fight against 2 in that crosscut. Now playing the kick kind of discards M17, or it makes M17 a little bit thin in the fight. Black comes out and it still doesn't really take care or solve the problem in the top area, top left. And now white has to come out, yeah. Black jumps, but the jump is more important here because the two stones are weak, the corner is strong. Well, white can still play these two forcing moves to get a little reinforcement and then come out. Either jump along or peep and jump out like this, or jump from the right to make sure the stones are connected. And well, black is still on the run. So I'm not so sure about this h17. I prefer a cap move or an attach, but some preparation first. Also, this g16 is the questionable move locally. Better play an attach right away, see how how black reacts in the corner, and then instead of playing some moves in the top, just go for shoulder hit or some middle side extension or just d14. Because having the shimari like this, it's nice to have the extension towards the top. Well, if black plays a pincer, you can counter pincer and it's still going to give a nice moyo in the top. So back to the original game. G16, it's like in between moves. Not a bad move, but not an amazing one either. Jumping out, it's important here. Black actually is defending the wrong place because the two stones are weak. So here white can still play the attach and bump just to get a little stronger and then continue with a cap move combined with Keima. So this will push the group towards the left, and this way the territory in the top becomes solid because black is forced to run out pretty much on the neutral points. So playing the Keima from this direction, it's actually pushing black towards the white weak stone. So black can peep, and if white connects, black comes out, and now the stones in the top are weak. And this also gives black the easy moves to come out. I mean, white jumps, black jumps, everything is very obvious. On the other hand, when you play a cap move like this, black doesn't have so many options to go out. He can still try the peep and then attach, but then white can fight back like this. Oops, Atari I meant. And then black's shape, he still has to go to the left, but in the middle, white will make profit attacking like that. So also on the peep, white should consider the bump, and then when black goes down, white will bump again. So like this, white makes a bamboo connection and then goes for a more severe enclosure plan. Okay, peep, still okay to bump. If black will push and cut, white can also push through. So it's a fighting spirit fight. And on the bump, when black connects this way, white makes a bamboo, and this way the shape is a little more resilient. But in general, yeah, to a peep you connect solid, but sometimes it's good to find this kind of indirect moves to defend and make a better shape on the outside. So black jumps, white jumps, black jumps again, white needs to jump again. It's very good to jump with the top group because that's the weaker one. And now black went 4 points. Actually, black is not completely safe in the top, and now it's good to play to cut Keima at the waist, then cut like this, extend, threatening to catch the stones in the top, push along, and then jump in the middle. And try to catch these two guys in the center in order to fix the group and make some potential. Like this, black's dragon will never die. So black played a big point, but even this big point, this leaves some invasion on the bottom side. Locally, it's better to play e3, and later in the game, add another move at j4. But I guess white will not let that happen and jump in at k3 or shoulder hit k4. Anyway, for black, it's quite important to cut g15. This shoulder hit is nice. It's looking to attack the top group on a large scale. It's a preparation move. Playing that shoulder hit, it's a bit too deep. Black should prepare a little bit by playing d10. Then when white goes down, push, and then approach the corner with baby steps, not to go all the way. Now this can be the beginning of the downfall. Now instead of playing a Keima here, black should extend 3 space jump to come out faster, or continue pushing, Ane, cut with Atari, then push one time like this in order to fight in the middle and then make some shape. This way, even if white runs out, black can jump between the groups, so black can fix both this group and the one in the middle because white has a running group in the center too, and well, black is not running alone. So playing here feels a little bit slack. For white, it's very proper to play something like this, to connect the stones in the center. This is nice too, This takes away the base, and well, black is supposed to play c7 or b8 on the left side, but he's in trouble in the top, so black still needs to push, hane, cut, and fight for his life in the top area. So now he's making the table shape, but there is no more cut at g15. I mean, white can play here anytime. This would be actually very proper, so take away black's good point instead of the turn. Now when white turns, black can still cut like this, and the shape is much better in the center. The turn was a little bit slow, even if it kind of takes away the eye, but if we imagine that black will block, this gives an eye on the spot. And the turn is from the strong position. The weak position is on the left side, so it's still more interesting to play a peep, for example, and then jump along to attack the group in the top more, and actually surround the stones on the left side, which are heavy. Because now black will jump out, and then white can surround everything like this, or go down. It's more interesting than playing c16, because here white can take away the eyes anyway. So now let's see how black could survive. Okay, jump out first. White jumps along, that's good. Black needs to jump again. White is going to cut some stones here, that's very nice. Push. Oh, this empty triangle, it's painful. Better play away, better play the push, hane, sorry. Zack, zack, cut, connect, and just connect here. And now white has to run again. And later play this push and block like that, hane, and extend. So black is actually out, he's just losing one stone. So now white cuts. This feels good for white, because the Atari at f16 will really hurt. That Sente. Oh, black could hane here. Well, white will Atari once and then hane under. And black can even double hane. If white plays Atari and captures one stone, black will use the Atari and catch the 5 stones. So one Atari works, but then white has to play here. And now black can extend, and when white jumps, black has time to escape too. So this way the big dragon will go away. And now, well, white has the top left corner, some stick here, some potential on the right side, quite large, and these stones which can still be cut in the g15 area. Black has the big moy on the bottom, top right corner, and a running group in the center. So the game is pretty much open to any result at this stage. So let's go back. This schema, it's a bit loose, so white has more liberties. Peep, well, this is threatening to catch 3 stones, so black could play away. Yeah, it's a good decision for black not to connect the 3 stones, but black can play a bump or another table shape to separate this guy on the left, or simply turn direction at h10. If white catches the 3 stones, so be it. Let's see, how can we protect the middle? Yeah, this push once, it's okay. Then jump in the center. So this starts to look like an impressive moyo for black. And also reduces the right side potential. Yeah, white played here in order to cut. And actually, black should consider the bump, the bamboo connection. If white pushes through, it's a bit dangerous. Cut, cut again, and black will catch the top stones faster. So this was submissive. White cuts. White can actually hane here and push along. So black can cut and fight. Atari go out. Atari like this extend. If white cuts, Atari connect and connect again. Then when white cuts in the middle, black can push through. There are too many cutting points, the position is thin. So there's a way for black to fight back in the center. Oops. So black was a bit soft here, and he allows a Ponuki. It's good to take the Ponuki. This is a bit dangerous, black can come out. Oh, now Ponuki. Ah, that's just too good for white. So the Moyo kind of disappears, but still here, it doesn't feel like the black will die on the left side. But now he starts to bury himself. So black should just play Kosumi here and it's connected. If white plays this one, just block. If white goes down, block. If this kind of wedge Atari and connect, or Atari from the outside and then catch the stone. If white comes out, take the 2 stones. So this turn was too much. Connect under, keep everything safe. If white pushes here, then play something on the right side. So with the potential black has on the bottom and strong position everywhere, this is still a long game. So now the turn, separate, pull back, very good. Peep, create, destroy the eye, very nice. Then separate, very good to push and take away the eye instantly. Now Hane, white can actually already capture here. But this can be a problem. Yeah, you gotta turn first, that's correct. And then catch the 3 stones. So no eye, even if Atari, there is only one eye black can make, ouch. So this was very good, killed by the empty triangle, and now no way to escape for black. Quite an incredible win for white. I mean, this catch on the left side was a little bit lucky. So black missed the opportunity to connect his stones with this simple move at b8 and then continue the fight. Well done, and try to attack a little more, not sophisticated, but let's say more elaborated next time. Enjoy the review.